is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Today's Friday, September 11th, and you should take the day off. Boy, oh boy.
I went down really hard on my knee.
Maybe we need to do a little more cardio in the mornings because that seemed to be very difficult and, in all honesty, ill-advised on my part, if I'm being honest.
I went down. I couldn't get down early, so I had to go down fast. And if you think that this here carpet is going to add any protection from your knee to the cement
I can't wait to watch that back. I bet it looks like an absolute disaster. Oh my gosh.
Hi everybody, it is September 11th.
You're trying to take your day, you're trying to catch your breath to take the day off.
That's exactly right. It's September 11th, 2020. 2020. And it is National Make Your Bed Day.
Yes, it is.
Here on September 11th.
Yes, it is.
So that's what we're doing. September 11th. National Make Your Bed Day. I don't know.
Yeah.
There are reasons you could take this day off.
There are so many reasons. We are a comedy podcast. Please remember, never forget, give us grace. We're going to talk about making your bed today. Regardless of the importance of the day, we're talking about making your bed. That's what we're doing. So if you were thinking about going to work today, but making your bed would make you stay home, then take the day off.
Maybe, we'll get to why you would need to for a day that seems like you could accomplish it in a minute.
Yeah. But no, it's important to take the whole day.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get to that in just a second. Before we do, Bramble Jam Plus, I think, is still online, yes?
Yeah, still going strong.
BrambleJamPlus.com, that internet website is still available.
The internet website is not available. It's taken. We have taken it.
Well, yes, but available to view.
Yeah.
And when you go there to view, I believe you can click on something and then type in your credit card information.
So it's just getting weirder and weirder.
We will not store it or steal it. But we will allow you into our fancy club. So
now, when you say we won't store it, we probably will. I just want to make sure legally we're covered here. Something somewhere is going to store your credit card. I just want to be clear.
Listen, you out there, if you're on the internet already knows who you are. Just stop being like, oh, I got to go to DuckDuckGo to make sure nobody knows my stuff. Get out of here. You're already taken. If somebody wants to find you, they'll find you. If somebody wants to steal your information, they'll steal your information.
There's so many things in that rant that I love. DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo, there's this billboard that I pass on a regular basis that's like, you tired of your information being out there? Join DuckDuckGo.
Are you serious?
It's a browser called DuckDuckGo.
No.
I'll look it up right now.
You also said, get out of here, you're already taken.
Yeah.
I don't know what that even means, but...
DuckDuckGo browser. Yeah, DuckDuckGo browser.
What do that possibly do?
Privacy simplified. Here it is.
How much does that? Does it cost money?
It's free, I think.
This is the dumbest thing. Yeah, I'm not.
DuckDuckGo. You're already taken.
You're already get out of here. You're already taken.
You're already taken. You know what? Actually, stay in.
Did we just do free advertising for DuckDuckGo? So stupid.
Or was it free?
You'll never know. They paid us.
I contacted DuckDuckGo and I said, we'll do your ad, but I'm going to do it in the form of a rant.
And Dan's going to call it stupid over and over again.
We'll give you the money.
Yeah, sure.
Advertising at BrambleJamPodcast.com.
Just email us.
We'll change our tune real fast.
It's at BrambleJamPodcast.com.
Yes.
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah. All right. Good. We're off to a great start here.
Hey, it's National Make Your Bed Day. Dan, I this morning I woke up and I didn't have to make the bed. My wife's still sleeping. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
for the love. But
it's
I like to make my side of the bed.
Do you? Even when she's sleeping?
Yeah, it's just like a
Boy, I've got thoughts.
That. But when I went to do that, I moved my pillow up.
Yeah.
To be able to pull the sheet and the bread.
You did all this without waking your wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
And underneath the pillow was a piece of paper and it just said, "I know the history of National Make Your Bed Day," signed Big D. And I said, okay, there's only one person I know who goes by Big D, and his name is Dan. And Dan, I know you know National Make Your Bed Day. So will you break that thing down for me, pal?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man.
Big D strikes again.
Oh, he always does.
Can you tell me how to get to Sycamore Lane?
All right.
Sycamore Lane. You've heard of it, right? No, you haven't, because Peter Weiss was robbed.
What?
Peter Weiss created a children's television show
called Sycamore Street.
Lane. Sycamore Lane. That's what it was called. It was a street that children lived on, along with a bunch of puppets. But the thing about Sycamore Lane is that every show started with a theme song where every child was required to make their bed. That was a very important part of the show. And the problem is Peter Weiss was so hell-bent on every kid making their bed that he started to divert his attention from the show Sycamore Lane to creating a National Make Your Bed Day. And while he did that, Sesame Street robbed him blind. Under his nose, they got the patent for Sesame Street. They took the tune, they took the song, they took the show. The rest is history. He did get National Make Your Bed Day done, but Peter Weiss is not known because of that. He was robbed.
Yeah, man, I'm going to take your word for that. I don't necessarily have a history. I do have...
That's because I just told you the history.
Yeah, I do have just some interesting information that you might not know.
Okay.
About why we maybe should respect our bed.
Okay.
And not just leave it amok.
Do we know why Make Your Bed Day is a thing?
We don't.
Okay.
Peter Weiss.
Yeah, it was robbed.
But did you know, Dan, that we spend, on average, a third of our lives in our beds?
Yeah. Well, 8 out of 24 hours is a third. Most people don't get 8 hours of sleep a night, but I get what you're saying.
But sometimes you get less, sometimes you get more. It averages out.
When you're a kid, you get 12 or 13. So
forget about it.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Those are the days.
But for us, it's 2 hours a night.
Yeah, we get to get up at 5 a.m. We do the trial run.
Prep at midnight.
Yeah.
We should move that prep up.
We should.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Really killing our circadian rhythms.
And so there's a lot of sleeping going on. And so that's why, today you should, appreciate your mattress. I think the point of this day is to remember that your mattress has feelings too. Bear with me. Okay. And your mattress, when you're sleeping, it's doing its job. It's doing its work. So it's awake.
Think of it this way. Are we serious right now?
Think of it this way. So just think about it this way with me. Can you?
I can.
So the mattress is doing its job all night long. You get out of its bed. And it's like, oh.
You get out of its bed?
You get out
Who is its in this situation? The mattress's bed?
You get out of it. You get out of it.
Get out of here. You're taken.
You're taken. You get out of it. And that bed has suddenly gone from there's a human on me with body warmth.
Yep.
To, oh my gosh, I'm cold. So make that bed because your bed needs to sleep so it can do its job.
Note said Big D on it, huh?
Yeah, Big D.
And you were sure it was me?
Yeah, I think I am. We're going to get to the question of the day here in just a second, which is, do you make your bed every day? Why or why not?
Got a lot of feelings.
A lot of feelings. A lot of people have some feelings. Our Bramble Jam Plus subscribers, we're going to get to those in just a second. But first, we're going to take a quick break. And then we'll be right back. It's doing its job.
Man, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
No, why else would you make your bed? Why else would you make it? It's because you want your bed to be well rested.
People make their bed.
You want it to be well rested.
There's a reason that people make their bed. And the military this is true. Like, one of the things about being in the military is making your bed and having the straight corners and edges every day. And one of the reasons they do that, and they say that is because you want to start by accomplishing something to begin your day. And so for some people, it's psychologically, before I leave, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to accomplish something when I wake up. That's what I'm going to do.
Do you want to know what I do first thing in the morning? I freaking wake up.
Yeah.
My body comes out of a little tiny coma.
That's right.
That's a freaking accomplishment. I don't need to make a bed to prove something to myself. Right. I do make it because my bed has worked very hard that night.
Okay. Yeah. Dumb.
I'm sorry.
I have a lot of thoughts on making the bed. I think it's one of the most useless tasks in the history of mankind. I've always thought it was useless. You're just going to get back into bed. If it makes you feel better, great. Do it because it makes you feel better. But don't act like it's something that needs to be done. In fact, I feel so strongly about this that when my wife and I were engaged, this is true. We did premarital counseling. We spent some time talking about the relationship. We had not ever lived together before. And one of the things I told her when we were engaged was, I will try my best to help out. And there are things that I know that I can try to help around the house, and I can, laundry and dishes and vacuum and this kind of stuff. However, unless there is company coming over that wants to have a tour of the house, I will not ever make the bed. I told her this before we got married. It was very important she understood how I felt about this, so it wasn't a surprise when we started living together. I wouldn't make the bed under any circumstances. It's a waste of time. My wife had grown up her whole life trying to making the bed most every morning. When we got married, we've been married for 14 years. In fact, it was 14 years last week.
Congratulations.
When we started, she would make
Big
the bed
whoop.
every morning. Within a year, calm
Sorry.
down. Within a year
early.
of us being married, she just stopped making the bed altogether. It was so freeing to not have to do it. So I feel very strongly that you should not make your bed each and every day. And if you need someone to give you permission, allow me to be that person. You don't have to do it. It's totally fine. It's going to be okay. Don't make the bed every day. Those are my feelings.
Now, Julie says that she does make the bed because it looks nice during the day.
Yeah.
Now I get
Okay.
that.
Feelings are fine.
Let me tell you this. In my house setup, my youngest son, 5 months old, his room is connected to our room.
Oh,
so
boy.
you have to go through our room
To get
it. It's just a quick
get and go.
Yep. And so you have to see the bed whenever you go to lay them down for a nap, right? So I get making the bed so that every time you walk in, you don't feel the mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't feel the mess. If you never go in your room only to get back into your bed, why are you making it?
No.
But if it's you see your bed throughout the day and you don't want to feel like your house is a mess, then absolutely.
I've never felt the mess. I never have a feeling of mess around me. That's just not in my purview at all. Jane says, nope, no need. Jane, you're right. What's funny though is my husband does make up his side of the bed. So our bed is half perfect, half a mess. That's hilarious. I love it.
Jane's marriage just makes me
It's
laugh
a
on
riot.
regular
They're
basis.
the best,
I
man.
love 'em.
So good.
Mally says this: I only make my bed when I fold my clothes.
Huh.
So about once a month.
You only fold clothes once a month?
Mally,
Man, that's
impressive.
impressive.
I'm not even upset with you.
Gina says she only makes the bed when the covers get really wonky. It's easier to just roll into bed and pull the covers back over. I will say this: there is an exception here. I hate it when the sheet and the cover don't line up. I hate it. And so, like, if the covers have gotten wonky or messed up, I will 100% straighten the bed to make sure that's the case. That's a necessary thing to do.
Paige says that she won't leave her house without her bed made because she's not an animal, which is just very emphatic about that. And Scott says that he does it because he wants to start the day off with a solid accomplishment. I just don't understand. Like, that's a
solid group of people that believe
But
that.
I do so many things before I leave my house that is an accomplishment.
Yeah, but
I get dressed.
Yeah.
I take a shower.
It's a state
I
of mind.
brush my teeth. So many things that I do that is an accomplishment.
You and I are on the same page here, but that's a state of mind.
I
don't
live,
share.
everybody. That's an accomplishment.
Megan says absolutely not. Sleeping in a made bed is like sleeping in a straitjacket. Not only do I agree with that, but I would never do a side tuck. I'm also 6'5". I don't do a bottom tuck. I can't. My feet go off the edge of the bed. So no side tuck, no bottom tuck. So I never sleep in one of those straitjackets.
You know what we got rid of a while ago, and it's made it to where the straitjacket thing is not even a problem. We got rid of the top sheet.
Wow.
We just do the duvet cover.
Duvet.
There's no, I don't even notice a difference.
Yeah.
And what's the point of the top sheet?
I think it's just a feeling you've had. Like, it just, like, for me, it feels weird. I mean, I could get over it. I'd probably be fine, but just having the sheet, there's something.
I like it. I like it though, because when you have the sheet, it's it's tucked into the bottom. My toes are I don't like it.
I think the sheet.
You know what I mean?
I don't tuck the sheet into the bottom, but I think the sheet is more from a hygienic standpoint, because like we wash our sheets every week.
Yeah.
We don't wash our duvet cover every week.
That's fair.
But if we were sleeping without the top sheet, we probably would.
We wash the duvet every time we wash sheets.
Yeah. So we wash our sheets, and then the duvet covers like probably every third time.
Lori says it takes too long, which
Meredith says, of course, I get twitches if it's not made. Boy,
wow.
I'm sorry for you, Meredith, but it sounds like it's working for you. So good on you.
Now listen to this. Jessica says this, and this is just impressive. She says yes. And if for some reason I don't, Dan, are you ready? If for some reason she doesn't, right before she climbs into bed for the night, she makes the bed.
Wow.
Because she cannot sleep on rumpled sheets.
So that's wild, but it is, she's not alone. Alonzo says almost the same thing. Not in the morning. We don't make the bed at bedtime, but we make the bed at bedtime, arranging the pillows, making sure that the four corners of the fitted sheet are pulled all the way down so that when we go to bed, everything is all laid out and nice. That's wild.
But that's not so much like when I think of making the bed, I mean, I guess it is in a sense.
Yeah.
You're just not.
You know what, though? I will say there's nothing like getting in a bed with clean sheets. I don't know what it is. That's weird. But
No, I get that. Yeah.
Especially, if I know there's clean sheets on the bed, I'll take a shower. It's weird. But like, I'll be like, clean me.
You normally don't take a shower. You go weeks.
But like, if I'm normally a morning shower boy,
yeah,
doing a night shower. Although now in my new job, I'm more of a night shower boy.
Guys, lots of thoughts, and I think they're all valid. I don't think
they're all valid.
I just think my main message for the day, I do think you should take the day off to celebrate this day. I think that today, though, you should do the opposite of what you normally do. And it's kind of a working yourself out, trying to empathize, trying to understand other people, and that's going to take a day. Yeah. You're going to, for a lot of people, if you're not making your bed, you're going to feel uneasy all day. You cannot go to work like that. You need to take off. No. For those of you that don't make your bed, it's going to take you about a day to figure out how to do it.
You got to be in the right frame of mind.
It's going to take you a while. You got to do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I would also encourage you, everybody out there, to maybe do some research on some different bed making techniques. Maybe there's some time. Maybe you can save some time in the mornings moving forward. I would make my bed if it was less of an ordeal.
Yeah, for sure.
So if I can just maybe there's some better techniques, like when I learned how to
think it through. I think that's what you're trying to say.
That's exactly
you got to think it through, and that's going to take a day.
I think it's a good practice for all of us as humans to think about, hey, how might I be missing it in life?
Yeah.
And today that it is bed making.
There's no doubt about it. And your bed's doing all the hard work. I've said that for years. Get out of here. You're taken.
That's exactly right. We're going to leave you with the Balahaku of the day, but don't forget, we're going to be back on Monday with this question of the day and another holiday, which is this. What type of cream do you like in a donut?
Oh, I've got thoughts. We're
going to get to it, but we got a weekend first. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the start of your early weekend right here. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, hey, take the day off, everybody.
Go to duckscode.go. Go.
How much more plainly love till it hurts. Love until you die. Have a great day.
Morning, it's me, it's Michael. What is this show called?
Let's take the day off.
All right. This Take the Day Off show, I was sitting over there, I was thinking about a lot of thoughts. And the big thing that I just remembered is that Take the Day Off is produced by Brandon Gray. It's hosted by Brandon Dan. I enjoy Bramble Jam Plus. And of course, I think the biggest argument, I liked what Brandon said. Your bed is doing all the.
We got it.
Your bed's doing all the work.
We got it, Mike.